Hey, Coach. I just wanted to talk to you before the upcoming game versus Columbia. Look, we have Houston coming up first, but the Columbia matchup is the game I'm really watching out for. There isn't really a must-win game this season, but if there's one game that we have to win in order to avoid embarrassment, to be honest, is this Columbia game. They are not a very good football team, and we need to at least beat them in order to be competitive in recruiting and to really just show the boosters what we can do as a team. Look, I know this team is tough to coach, but I believe you can do it. So let's go out there and get the win versus Columbia coming up. Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from Ncaa, and welcome back to the Cocoa Beach Rockets Dynasty. And we are now into the middle of the season, and starting conference play is starting to really get tough now because we have not been able to score a point so far here in this dynasty, and this team needs a whole lot of help. Now, we did see a couple of the recruits last episode, and our future does look bright. I like all of our recruits, but we need to focus on our guys right now. Now, we do have another suspension here. Ryan Drackett is going to be suspended for being tardy to class, so he will get a 2-quarter suspension. I didn't really see a difference between the game and the quarter, so we will suspend him for just 2 quarters. Now, I wanted to show you guys my sliders. Go check out Tone Retro Gaming's channel. I got these sliders mostly from him, and I did make a couple of tweaks, mainly with CPU accuracy and human accuracy, because I couldn't even complete a pass, to be completely honest. And I will be switching to All-American. All-American, it seems like a more realistic difficulty, and it's still very difficult if you're, don't have a good team like I do. So let's just get into the highlights of the Houston game before hopping into the Columbia game, and let's just see what we do versus one of the conference's best passing offenses. So here is the quarterback, Jones, under center. He's going to drop back, and he throws deep, one-on-one. Trayvon Scott in coverage, and it's going to be caught by Sherman. Touchdown, Houston. They strike first here on the road. We are at home for this game, but we have not had much luck at home on the road wherever we go. So here is Caesar Winston at quarterback. He's going to throw to the right side, and he had a man open in the corner, but it's picked off by Arnold and taken back for a pick six. It's a touchdown. And wow, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, we can't really pass the ball. We can't really do anything. That may have been just a bad throw. Maybe we could have lobbed it over the top of Arnold that time, but he ends up coming with the pick six. And now we're down by a couple scores. And here's another throw across the middle. This time it's Takahashi who throws the interception. That was just probably a great play by Johnson, who's guarding a receiver, a linebacker guarding a receiver, and he has him clamped like that. He makes the play, and Houston takes back over here in the first quarter. Here's a jet sweep call. Cut inside by Sherman, makes the man miss, and gets to about the 23-yard line. Big time run by him. He's got a touchdown catch and a big time run. So up 14, here is Jones at quarterback. He's going to throw across the middle, right across the body of Nighthawk. And I don't know how he didn't come up with that one, but now they get it inside the 5. Here's Jones throwing to the right side. He gets hit on the throw and still completes it. It's a touchdown to Weiser. How did he complete that pass? We had the pressure in there and everything. Let's take another look. Jones gets hit, and it looks like he still completes the pass. We sent Richendaler on the blitz, and he can't get there to mess up that throw. And here we move on to the second half now. Here is Madison with a carry to the right side. He's inside the 5, and now they're up by 30 now at the 4-yard line. Running a tight end in motion, play action fake. He has a couple of men open. He throws to the end zone, but it's going to be picked off. Ryan Walker. That's our one shining play of the game this time, and Walker makes an excellent play on the ball. He comes back to it. He maybe had the crossing route going across him, but he comes back, makes the play, and he gets tackled at the 2. So here's Rondrell Bamaye in the game now. We do sub in our second and third string subs at this point. We don't want to risk any injury down by 30. And now here's Bamaye at quarterback. He's going to roll to the right side, try to get rid of it, but he gets brought down from behind. That is going to be a sack, and Houston just dominates this first game. The marquee matchup in this one is going to be the Columbia game, because we had no chance versus Houston. They go on to win 51-0, so we are blanked out once again. And now this could be the most important game this season going up against Columbia. I was hoping to maybe create some momentum in this one by getting on the board, but we weren't even able to do that. Now, one thing we will have to do is give the ball to our playmakers. Caesar Jr. is going to have to get the ball more. He only had 5 attempts in this one, but look at our rushing. We couldn't run the ball at all. He was the only guy that was in positive yardage in this game. We did complete a few passes, but we did not go for any big yardage plays at all. Just a very good defense we played against as well, so I won't count that against Cocoa Beach, but the only big play of the game for us was that interception by Ryan Walker. So now here we go. We had our bye now, and now we're fresh as we head into this next matchup. But let's just take a look at recruiting. Justin Patterson has a visit coming up, and I wanted to have them visit during a easy, I should say, and the most important game of the season. And I wouldn't say this is easy, but this is the easiest matchup we have all season long. We're going up against Columbia. So in these old games, you do get to choose the activities during their visit. This is something that's missing on NCAA 14, and one reason why I came back to 09, they had this feature in there. So you can just see you can pitch him on a lot of things. We will pitch him on playing time and location because we're only recruiting guys in the Southeast except for our center that we're recruiting. He is from Wisconsin, but I'm going to go hard on him. Hopefully we get some guys to commit to our school after the visit. Justin Patterson and Mike Frazier are both teammates from Alabama. They're both coming at the same time, so I'm going to pitch them on the same thing. If I do have guys coming on the same day, I'm going to have them do the same activities together, and hopefully they will all, get acclimated with the campus, get to know the team, get to know the incoming freshmen coming along with them. And then Ryan Patterson, the tight end, also has a visit this week. So all 3 of them will visit. Those 3 will probably be starters next year if they do commit. And it looks like we have a huge lead on the second-place schools for each of those guys. So here we go. We have one of the most important games, not only because this is a winnable game, but also because we have our top 3 recruits visiting this week. So let's get this game underway as Angelo West is back to receive the opening kickoff. He has a couple of blocks, and he cuts to the outside. He maybe should have kept going upfield and gets tackled at the 28 as their strong safety is hurt. Now, going into this matchup, I did want to maybe change quarterbacks, but as I started to think about it, Caesar Winston has actually progressed. If you take a look, his accuracy has gone up by 2. I have no idea why, but maybe it's the game prep. Maybe it's the practice reps he's getting. He's been progressing. So for one more game at least, Caesar Winston will get the start at quarterback. So here we start out under center Winston. We're going to try to run this ball. We're going to give it to Wilson Caesar Jr. Start out. Handoff up the middle, and he picks up about a gain of 10 to start it out. That's a great way to start this game. And now here we are at about the 37-yard line, just about. Here's Winston moving to left side, throws, and he's got a man. It's Angelo West. First down. We're across the 50. That feels extremely good. 18 yards for Angelo West. And that's his first catch of the game. Hopefully many more. So we line up in the I formation. Here's a counter play. Handoff Caesar Jr. And that was a nice play by the Columbia linebacker, sealing the edge on that one. And that does bring it to a 2nd and long. Here's another throw to left side. And it's Angelo West again. He has the catch on the sideline. I can't believe I'm this excited over completions. And it's a first down. Gain of 15 yards. So handoff this time is Ryan Drackett in the game. And he gets hit. And he was suspended for the first 2 quarters of the last game. And now we come into this now at the 28, 3rd and 7. Here's Winston facing pressure, and the pressure gets there. Unblocked is the middle linebacker. He already has 2 tackles for loss and a sack so far. And that is a great play by Columbia and forces us to punt. So our defense is going to need to step up, hopefully cause some turnovers. Here's 16 under center. Play action fake, throws deep across the middle. He's got his receiver, and he gets to about the 44. Takahashi does play on the outside corner. I love his size and speed. He's actually one of the fastest guys on the team as a quarterback. I believe he's the 4th fastest guy on the team with 78 speed. So now they get into the 41, handoff, 36 up the middle, and he picks up another first down. And that will be a gain of about 9 yards. Goldenberg on the tackle that time. So quick throw to the right side, and a great play that time, and that is LaDavian Richendaler on the stop. So now we get him to a 3rd and 9. Hopefully we can force this punt this time. 16 throws across the middle, and it's a catch and a tackle. Nice play by Vincent Showcross. And that brings it to the 32, 4th and 4. They're going to line up to go for this. It looks like it's either kicker's field goal range. 16 throws, and it's picked off. Taylor Jett on the interception. The free safety. He's a sophomore. Nice play by him. And we forced a turnover. Nice play by our defense. Nice stand. And now we take back over on offense after an impressive first drive on offense as well. So we have the momentum now. As you can see, the momentum bar. Handoff, Wilson Caesar Jr. to the outside, and he almost gets around the defender, but tripped up by the shoelace that time as we get it to the 48 now. 3rd and 7. We run the man in motion. That's the running back, Wilson Caesar Jr. Throw to the right side. Open man. It is going to be caught by Perry Thompson. First down. Nice throw by Winston. Clean pocket as well. Nice blocking. So 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. Handoff and a nice juke move. Wilson Caesar has the space. He gets to the 15. 4 carries for 30 yards. Believe it or not, that is his career high in rushing yards already in the first quarter. So now we start the second quarter. Here is Winston Caesar Winston. He throws to the right side, and it's going to be dropped by Hilliard. That could have been a tough catch, but he probably should have had that one in traffic. Now second down play. Here is Winston throwing to the right side, and is picked off by 59 again. He has made all the plays for this Columbia defense, and he runs it back to the 46-yard line. That was just a bad throw that time, trying to fit it in between a couple of defenders, and Winston makes a mistake. 59 has been making all the plays so far here in the first half for Columbia, and now they take back over with great field position now at the 40. So about 4.5 minutes left. Here is 16 under center. He gets hit, and he's going to cough it up, and it's going to be picked up by Takahashi. That is Jamal Charles, the sophomore defensive tackle, who forced that fumble. He actually goes in unblocked. It looks like they double-teamed Akinola coming around the edge, and we end up getting the strip sack on that one. Big-time hit by Jamal Charles. I believe he is actually the strongest guy on the team as well. So here is Caesar Jr. getting the toss play, and he gets stopped that time. Loss of maybe 1 yard. So at our own 49 this time, under center here, I formation, throw across the middle, and he's got Josh Joyner, who can't hold on to it. You just have to help out your quarterback with throws like that. That throw was right over the outstretched arm of the defender, but somehow Josh Joyner does not hold on. So here we are now after the punt. Let's see if we can come up with another turnover or just a stop. Here's a play-action fake this time by the quarterback. Throwing to left side. He's got his tight end, and he gets to about the 30 yards. It's about a gain of 6, maybe 7. So now 3rd and 2. Here's a play-action fake. Throw into the right side, and he overthrows his man. That is incomplete. And I guess a nice stand by the defense. Maybe a little luck there. So now here we are at the 39 this time. Winston throws across the middle. He's got Josh Joyner. He holds on to this one for the first down. We're across the 50 for multiple times in this game. It's very different. So 1st and 10. Here's a dump off pass this time to Caesar Jr. He has the edge, and he outruns the defender. Nobody's in front of him, and Wilson Caesar Jr. scores the first touchdown of this series. How about the true freshman just showing off the speed, outrunning the defense? And he has the first touchdown here in the Cocoa Beach Dynasty. Man, does it feel good to score. It's 7-0. So here is Columbia back on offense. This is a handoff this time to the running back, and a nice tackle that time. I believe that was Showcross on the tackle. So here under center this time, throw to left side, and another drop by a Columbia receiver, and it looks like that may have been the tight end, or was that the running back out of the backfield. It's a drop and another punt. So here we are with 2.5 minutes left here. Here's a handoff. Wilson Caesar, we go right back to him, and he's got space. First play, touchdown, Wilson Caesar Jr. He takes it the distance again. 2 plays, 2 touchdowns for the true freshman. Finally, some explosive plays here in this series. It feels good to score. Up by 2 scores, 14-0 off of the back of the freshman running back Wilson Caesar. So here's Columbia back on offense, and now we have the momentum, starting to play some intensity now. And that's a great tackle by Trayvon Scott one-on-one. Another throw down the left side, and it's picked off once again. Trayvon Scott. He is an impact player on this defense. He is a junior as well, one of the leaders, and he's starting to make his imprint on this game. And he has his first interception since week 1. He had an interception in the first game, and now he has his second of the year. So here we are back on an offense, play action fake, throwing down the right side, and that's a great touch pass to Hilliard. Hilliard actually takes over at tight end over Christian Smoke. We tried him there, but Hilliard has the best hands as a tight end. It's a first down, and now we're close to the 50. It's a play action fake once again, going right back to a wide open Hilliard. Finally, the tight ends get involved in this offense. It's been a long time coming. Great throw by Winston. So here we are, handoff. This time it's going to be Perry Thompson. Big hole up the middle. How about this offense moving the ball on 3 straight drives, 16 yards and a first down as we call a timeout. So Winston's thrown the ball well so far in the first half. Throw it to the right side. It's Thompson again. Who's got space? Touchdown. 21 in the first half for Cocoa Beach. That's Perry Thompson. He plays in the slot quite a bit. He's one of the fastest guys on the team, and he does score 21-0. So Columbia now down by 3 scores, and that's almost an interception right back on the next play. Vincent Showcross watches that one fall to the ground. So 3rd and 10 this time at their own 31. This is Columbia from the pocket. No pressure, throwing across the middle, and a great play. Trayvon Scott with the recovery. He breaks it up. And now here we are before the end of halftime. Here is Angelo West. He has space. Oh, and a touchdown saving tackle. Angelo West almost makes it a 4-score lead before halftime. So here we are once again, play action fake, and another wide open Hilliard. First down at about the 18. Nice throw by Winston. As we hurried up to the line this time, we let the clock run down a little bit. Here's Winston this time. He's going to try to go to the end zone. He's going to try to throw it away. He avoids a tackler, but then gets sacked. We call the timeout there. And now at our 26, this one is about maybe a 35-yarder, just about, maybe more, 42-yarder, I should say. Here's the field goal, and it is good. And now we go into halftime, 24-0 lead. This feels great. So now we start the second half up by 4 scores, 24-0. I guess 3 scores if you go for 2-point conversions. Here's a handoff this time to the fullback, breaking a tackle, and it picks up about a gain of maybe 8 yards. So now 3rd and 3 this time. Here is Columbia under center once again. Handoff, 36 takes off, big time hole up the middle, and it gets to about the 30 on the other side of the 50. It's a first down. It seems like that's probably their best calling card, handing the ball off to 36. They give it back to the fullback. Here's another big hole, and he gets in. 15 yards out, he scores, and it looks like the coach wants to go for 2. And they will go for 3 straight touchdowns or 3 straight 2-point conversions to cut it down to just a 3-score lead. Here's a handoff, 36. He gets hit in the hole hard by Vincent Showcross and coughs it up. And that one will be recovered. And that is Mitchell with the recovery. So here's Angelo West back to receive the next kickoff. He takes to the left side, has an open lane, and he's going to take it all the way. Nobody's going to stop Angelo West. Touchdown, his first career touchdown. How about this team? Playing against Columbia, great blocking that time, and both the true freshmen score, Angelo West and Wilson Caesar Jr. It is now back to a 3-score lead, I guess a 4-score lead. So here's 83 back to receive the next kickoff. He might take it back now. Big time hole. He gets to about the 32-yard line, and Takahashi is down on the play with an injured ankle. But now Columbia takes back over, but still now down 31-6. So here they are more with this fullback dive. They saw that it worked on the last drive, so they go right back to it. Picks up a gain of a couple. So 3rd and 1. Here's another play. Handoff. The counter play and stopped in the backfield. Taylor Jett. So now they go for it here. 4th and inches. They're going to hand off once again to the running back. He has the first and more, spinning away and gets to about the 5-yard line. Big time run. And that's a gain of 16. And now they have it at a 1st and goal. So here under center this time. Here is the quarterback handing off to 36 again. He has space and he fights in. Touchdown. And Columbia scores again. I wonder if they'll go for 2 this time or they'll just settle for 3 as Akinola is shaken up once again. So 13-31 here as we're going to try to hand off once again to Wilson Caesar Jr. as he does close in on 100 yards rushing. He's about 1 yard short at that moment. So 3rd and 5 this time. Play action fake. Here is Caesar. He's going to try to throw. He had an open man, but throws all the way across the field. And that was intended for Wilson Caesar Jr., but we hit the wrong button. And Angelo West is shaken up on the play. Wow, what a mistake that time. We had a wide open Wilson Caesar Jr. We just hit the wrong button. And it ends up being a punt. So 31-13. Here's Columbia back on offense and a nice pass breakup that time by Taylor Jett. And we get in for the pass deflection as now we get him to a 3rd and 8. Hopefully another stop. Handoff, no play action fake, throw to left side. And another great play by Trayvon Scott with the pass breakup. He has had quite the game this time around. So now here we are with the big lead. Here's Takahashi at quarterback. He holds the ball for an option, and he takes it for about a gain of 4 yards. So now we start the 4th quarter. Here's a pitch play out to Wilson Caesar Jr., who has the edge, and he steps out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, though, gain of 6 yards. So here is Winston now. He's going to hand off to Avery White on the jet sweep. Great block downfield by Wilson Caesar Jr. Avery White makes a man miss, and picks up about 22 yards on that carry. It's a 1st down. Great play design on that one, about 24 yards, I should say. But great block downfield by the running back. How about him being a team player? So now here we are, another pitch play out to the right side. Here's another big run by Wilson Caesar Jr. Another 1st down. He's well over 100 yards at this point now. 14 yards on that play. So Ryan Drackett checks into the game this time. He cuts to the outside, and the defenders get caught up in the mush. It's a touchdown. Ryan Drackett scores this time. 38 put up in this game. Can you believe it? And now here we are with a big-time lead, and we're on our way to our first victory here in this series. So 38-13 now, 2 minutes left. Columbia just trying to get on the board. Here's 16 from the pocket. He's got an open man across the middle, but he chooses to go to his tight end. Interesting throw on that one. Showcross on the tackle. So under center once again, a quick throw to left side, and a big-time hit breaks that one up. And that's a big drop pass by Columbia, bringing it to a 3rd and 4. 1:40 seconds left. Here's the quarterback under center. Play action fake once again. Throw to the right side. He's got his tight end who keeps both feet in bounds. I thought he was going to drop that one. And he gets it to the 6-yard line now. As here's another handoff. Another play action fake, actually. 16 takes it to the right side and dives in. Touchdown. You got to love the CPU AI, though. Just take it yourself and then dive for the pylon, dive for the end zone. I love that. It's 38-20, though, as they have to go for the onside kick. So the onside kick is up, and it's actually fumbled, but picked up by Jameer Dewberry. Almost disaster right there. And we do recover the onside kick, and that one will do it. We win our first game here in this series. It feels very, very good. 38-20. It came by way of a FCS school in Columbia, but we got the victory, and it just feels good to at least know that we can win games here in season number 1. It's definitely going to be tough because every team is rated better than us. Columbia was actually rated better than us, and we just won that game, to be honest with you. I knew it would be a winnable game just based on being more of an even matchup, but I didn't expect that. We put up 38 points on them. Wilson Caesar Jr. had a game, 2 touchdowns, 1 through the air, 1 on the ground, 9.1 average per carry. Ryan Drackett also scored. He actually had a late game fumble as well in garbage time and coughed it up. And then Avery White and Perry Thompson also had 2 big runs. I want to get our athletes involved. I don't know how that's going to be, but that jet sweep doesn't always work, but it worked that time. Maybe I can incorporate that more into the offense. But the big story leaving this game is Angelo West, who was shaken up, is going to be out for 10 weeks. That will end his season. That is not just a little blow. That is a major blow. We don't only miss our kick returner and punt returner, but we also miss somebody that's really going to separate in coverage. I mean, now that we can kind of throw the ball, I think that we're going to really miss Angelo West. He runs the best routes on the team especially with his acceleration being 99. That's definitely a big blow. Jamal Charles had the only sack in this game. He had a strip sack where we did recover that fumble. 36 for Columbia, ran 15 times for 90 yards. He had a very, very good game. Their fullback did as well. He ran for 40 and a touchdown. Now, our recruits visiting, only one did commit after that, but it's our top one, Mike Frazier. He officially commits to the squad. Potential is good. I love that. Discipline is average. I wish it was a little better, but that's okay. We need all the talent we can get. And with discipline, I really just don't want to recruit any guys with poor discipline, because those guys get you in trouble with the NCAA, especially with using those points. You don't have a lot of them. But let's just talk about our team right now. I have no idea what we're going to do with replacing Angelo West. He is such a big piece, and he's done for the season. I can medical redshirt him, but I won't do that. I'll only do that if it's within the first 5 weeks of the season. I'm going to kind of make that rule to not take advantage of the system there. But we will have to figure a way how to replace him. So we get our first win here in this series. I'm very, very excited for the future now, and we finally can relax. We can breathe a little bit with our first win under our belt. So hit subscribe, hit that like button, stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah. Started from the mud, now you see us going up. Numbers never lie, now you see us blowing up. People used to front, now you see them showing up. So what's up? I've been down and out, but look, keep it a buck, I don't always been one up on all of these. They be trying to front for all of these. I ain't got time, cause they all in it.